Na, 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 da, na, 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 na. This week on your sad, pathetic stories, this is the tale of Manchester United. Here I am, back 2026, and all I have to say is same shit, different year. Welcome to Flash Talks, my review of 2025 / look ahead to 2026. I'm doing this on all of my topics, so there will be one to come on wrestling, and there will be definitely one to come on radio. I know lots of people are eagerly awaiting that one, what my thoughts are on what's to come this year. I'm feeling like absolute crap today, but I thought I'd just get on with a video, because why not just get it done. And all the drama of yesterday of Ruben Amorim being sacked. Do you know what I'll go straight into my review of 2025. Why not? It's possibly, I heard so much yesterday. I don't know if it was Gary Neville or no, I don't think it was Neville. I didn't really listen to what he had to say. Twat. One of the ex-players, I think, I'm sure it was an ex-player, said it's not the worst Manchester United side we've ever seen. And I thought, well, it is. It is the worst I have ever seen. Of course, I've only been a fan since 2002, and I was born in 1990, so I didn't really see the stuff of the 70s and even before that. I mean, some people were saying he's the worst manager since World War II. I haven't fact checked that, but that's unbelievable if that is true. It was shit. It was shit. I didn't do it on here because obviously I haven't done videos on here for a while, but I did go on to my other social media platform, Facebook, and I called it in, I think it was October. I said I don't want him to be manager anymore. I was done with him back then, based on the football we were watching was shit, and we just couldn't get anything together. And his whole reign has been stop, start, stop, start. 1 minute we look all right, next minute we look shit, next minute we're just bang average. There's just no. I mean, that 5-game, not even winning run, 5-game unbeaten run, because we didn't win them all, and that poor guy still got his hair going up to, beyond the moon. The moon's been beautiful at the moment. We're really going off topic now. It's depressing. It's bleak. I am fed up with it. I can't remember which game it was. I think it might have been the Newcastle one. Yeah, Newcastle Boxing Night. I didn't watch it. I refused to watch it because I refused to watch it last Boxing Night as well, the year before, because Christmas is about a time of enjoying time with your family and friends and enjoying yourself. You don't want to feel depressed. Had 2 years on the trot. When I refused to watch, they won. So hats off to them for doing that. So maybe if we're Boxing Night this year, I'll watch it, and then we'll probably lose. You know how this story goes. Right. 2025 honestly was dog shit, and I'll go all the way back to when he came in November 2024. So many fans were buzzing their tits off. They were excited to see him come in, and the aura he brought in around him, and what he did at Sporting. I just wasn't. My honest opinion was and you can go back and look at my old videos, I was exhausted when Ten Hag got sacked, because it felt like I was one of the only ones in the end but I was so invested in Erik ten Hag, and I thought he was the guy to take us back to greatness. But it obviously didn't happen, and I've never got going on this head coach. Must say that, head coach. What a debacle that argument was in the end. It was a bit of a hypocrite though, because he came in as the head coach and he knew that. We all knew that. We all discussed that. So, but yeah, whatever. It was a power struggle in the end. Don't be fooled for they've got rid of him because of the reasons I said about how shit we have been. No, they got rid of him because he questioned the board, and my bet was he was about to do it again, probably in today's press conference before tomorrow night's game. He would have said more about the club. So they got rid before he could speak anymore. And that's basically it. What more can I say about 2025? Nothing. It was shit. What was my personal highlight? Probably getting to the Europa League final. You know, and I did a video of how, you can go back and watch that, how depressed I was on that one. How excited I was to watch a European final with my son for the first time. Our team in a European final for the first time that he's been able to experience it. And the utter disappointment that team put on. And I don't blame him. He is slowly losing interest. We've sold all his favourite players, or rented them out, loaned them out, rented them out. Not bloody rent boys. It's not a DVD shop. DVDs. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, it was so depressing. He cried his heart out that night, and yeah, it was a harsh one. And I don't blame him that he sort of lost interest a bit. We've watched a couple of games this season, and we enjoyed the 4-1 against Wolves at Wolves, but then he watched again. I said he was the lucky charm then after that, and then we watched the next one against Wolves, and of course it was shite. So yeah, no real highlights really from 2025. My predictions for 2026, more of the fucking same, as I said at the start of the video. Rinse and repeat. We're now back to... Isn't it funny how we got rid of a Portuguese manager yesterday, and now an ex-player is taking charge, whether it's for 1, 2, 3, whatever games, or even more than that. It's rinse and repeat. It's the same. Ineos are there, and they're doing exactly the same as what we've done all through the years. My call will be, if this goes well with Darren Fletcher, he'll stay on, even if he's not the interim manager going forward, and he'll be an assistant coach, I think, and they'll bring back either Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, or Michael Carrick. It will be one of those three until the end of the season, and then here's the big bombshell for you. If we win the FA Cup, which we could, there's every chance if this team start playing again, they may get the job permanently. Oh dear. But then they may actually go, and actually we're going to cut ties, because, you know, they winning the FA Cup with Erik ten Hag, that was the mistake they made. Obviously I was calling for him to stay, but they ultimately made they made the wrong decision in the end anyway, so he should just go. Whoever this interim is should go. I think it's a load of bollocks anyway having an interim. A proper football club would go out and get the man they want right now. Right now, you'd pull them out of the club. I gave them hats off to them when they pulled AMORIM out of Sporting. It was very, very unlike United. I expected it to just be Ruud till the end of the season, and there you go. Probably should have been now. So maybe they're just looking at that and thinking, right, we don't want to make the past mistake and we don't want to rush into this decision. But I'm bored of it. I've seen so many things. It's nice. It's snowing outside. Woohoo! I love the snow. I think I've seen so many. There you go. So distracted by the snow. So many ex-players, in fact, so many fans in general, are not actually calling out the board. My first thought when they sacked AMORIM was, right, okay, they've sacked AMORIM. You know, I knew that was coming after he's called out the board. It's right. AMORIM's gone. Okay, now Wilcox needs to go. Now Barada needs to go. They're the ones that made the decision to bring him in. Have they gone? Have they shit? So I just expect rinse and repeat for 2026, 2027. Or wasn't it Project 27 we were going to win the Premier League? That silently got squashed, didn't it? There was an interview with, I think it was with Barada in America, and he said the mission was to win the Premier League next year, 2027. Wow. We are miles off. And I guarantee you one thing. The Premier League this season is so open. It does remind me of the Leicester City year where anything could happen. We haven't taken our chances. We could have been top 2 if we'd put a run together. Next season, teams will sort themselves out. Liverpool will be much better. City will be much better. Arsenal will be probably even better than they are now. Aston Villa will strengthen. I won't go into Spurs because they're a mess in themselves. You know, these teams above us, they will improve. The teams below us will improve. And what will we do? Sit and do nothing. Now with AMORIM gone, guarantees we ain't signing no one this month. Once again, we don't like to do business in January. There's not much point in business in January. Manchester City, next door neighbours. Manchester City spent big last January to prepare for this season. Well, why can't we do that? Because it's all a load of bollocks. And they will keep feeding you. They will keep feeding you bullshit after bullshit. And we just keep buying it because we do nothing about it. We do nothing about it. There were real calls to stand up against these owners, but nothing's going to happen. You know, I made my stand at the start of the season. I have not renewed my membership with the club, and I feel bad because I would like to go to as many. I always say you've got to support the team no matter what. I'd love to go up more times to go and support the team and take my son up to see more games. Really want to get into the Stretford End at some point, but I made a stand. And until things have properly changed, I don't think I'll get a membership again. It's a shame because I'll probably still go back up to Manchester because I love the place. I really do. And maybe even if they had general sale tickets, I might go and see a game. But I don't. Yeah, I made my stand. TNT Sports I don't subscribe to anymore because we're not in Europe. So what's the point? I am still subscribing to Now. Often think why, but there you go. That's the situation we're in, and I see nothing but bleak times ahead. Now I think we're going to get a bit of excitement going forward with the new interim manager, Darren Fletcher coming in. I sort of called this because I thought it was a bit odd that both his sons have suddenly arrived in the squad about a month ago. I thought, hey, what's going on here? And lo and behold, here they are. I bet they'll start tomorrow, or they'll certainly be involved tomorrow. So that's all I'll say on that one. My son is waving to me from the snow. Wave to you all from the snow. Sorry, but I don't have a lot more to say. I think it's going to be the same old shite for 2026. Predictions for sales. I think Bruno Fernandes, they might cash in and sell him in the summer. And yeah, that'll be it for me. So, yep, that's a lot, and I've got to go now because puppy training and all sorts. That's my 2026 thoughts. That's my thoughts on Ruben Amorim leaving Manchester United. Like, share and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let me know. The quality of this video is just completely gone. Thank you.